station. It is Adrienne Lawrence, and we're rocking that snazzy new intro. We're also rocking this guest who happens to be a best-selling author and motivational speaker. And he's also on a mission to influence youth around the country to get involved in their communities. Jahkil Jackson, thanks for joining us, Jahkil.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so essentially during this COVID-19 whole pandemic thing, during quarantine in particular, you creatively engaged some 200 plus youth from over 70 cities to really make and distribute these 7,500 blessing bags to those in need. What's that all about?
So my organization, Project I Am, helps build awareness of homelessness, as you mentioned, and with blessing bags, our full of toiletry items that I give out to the homeless. And so far, I've done over 70,000. And we just had a 6-year anniversary, so it was a pretty cool event. Just glad to celebrate the journey, the long journey that we've had, and it's been a good process.
That's amazing and absolutely just so needed, especially during the pandemic when a lot of people lost a lot, struggling. It must have been nice to have those blessing bags indeed. And so I'm wondering, what did you initially, what really motivated you to start this cause to help the homeless community?
So what motivated me was actually I was about 5 years old, and my aunt took me and my cousins to go feed the homeless. So this was my first time seeing the homeless and how they live, how they ate, how they slept. And I didn't understand because at 5 years old I thought that everybody had homes. So I was really kind of curious about it. So I went home and asked my parents if we can give them all houses, and we obviously can't do that. That was just my 5-year-old mind running wild, just brainstorming, thinking of a bunch of things that we can do. And I kept bugging my parents after they said no. I didn't stop. So eventually that showed them how much of a passion I have for this issue and how much I really wanted to do something. So they sat me down and we had a conversation about different things that we have on a daily basis that they don't have. And we done blessing bags.
Oh, very, very cool. I love to hear how you created that concept. And for starting your company, Project I Am, where did that come from?
So starting the organization was kind of secondary because at that age, I wasn't even thinking about starting an organization. I was just more about helping others, really being passionate about that. And an organization came about because we just realized that we need something to back all of this up because we were coming out of pocket, getting the items and doing the bag stuff. And also, my family, they are business owners, they work for themselves. So seeing that my entire life and growing up around that just motivated me to be my own boss. So it was just something really cool that I thought of.
That's excellent. And when it came to getting everything together and organizing it, and mobilizing and moving forward, with the blessing bag distribution event, how did you go about doing that?
So the blessing bags that we do, when we do packing parties, we would do an assembly line, and people go around in a circle and get one of each item. But getting the items, that's a whole other different process. We have to find the items and then ship them to other people once we receive them, when we're doing virtual packing parties. So it's a whole process, but it's all worth it so that we can help other people.
That is really cool. And it definitely seems that it is worth it. And I know that people are very grateful to you for all the work you're putting in. And I also understand that you're kind of involved with the Sparks Giving Tuesday program. How did you get involved with that?
So my friend Chloe, she actually was the first kid that I know of to be involved with that. So they thought of an idea to create Giving Tuesday Sparks Kids, basically. And she invited me and a few other kids to be some of the first kids to join. And then later on along the line, it was a bunch of more kids. But I was actually just invited to be a part of that group. And we're still doing some great things.
And in terms of 2022, it's a new year. I know a lot of people like to try and aim for things greater than where they've already been. And I know you've done a lot, but I guess what's on your to-do list, your goal list for this year?
Yes, so this year I hope to do 20,000 blessing bags and just work with a lot more youth, at least 1,000. I want to work with a lot of youth because I love working with young people and helping them just reach their full potential in terms of creating their own business or doing whatever they really love to do and just inspiring them to go for it. And I also plan on, usually what I say is writing my second book. That's what I've been saying the whole year, but it is actually going to be coming out really soon. So I'm really excited for that. So you just check it out. But it's a really good book, and just doing a lot more campaigns and just getting the word out about my organization.
Wow, so you have another book coming out, and can you give us a taste? Kind of what's it about?
So the book is going to be about my slogan, kind of, don't wait to be great, and just inspiring kids, like I said, to go out and be great and start their own business and be change agents. That's pretty much the whole point of the book, is kind of a rundown of a little game, like a basketball game situation, with first, second, third, fourth quarter, overtime. There's a halftime in there too, so it's some good stuff in there.
Wow, and I know that also in addition to writing and doing the activism work you do, you also enjoy playing basketball, is that right?
Yes, yes, I love playing basketball.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
Well, actually, I've been playing basketball since, well, I like to say when I was born, because I've been playing it my entire life. But um, basketball is just a game that I love. I love the sound of the basketball. Just it's a real stress reliever for me as well. Like whenever I'm feeling kind of angry about something, or just having emotions about something, I can just dribble a ball for a little bit, and it just helps really. And I love the sound like of a net when you hit a shot. Like I just love everything about basketball.
Oh, that's amazing. And also, I know you got into some acting, is that right?
Yes, yes, I've been doing acting since I was about 6.
Right, very nice. And what do you like more, basketball or acting?
Oh, definitely basketball. That's my main goal in life, to be an NBA. But acting is something that I also enjoy doing. But yeah, basketball all day.
Yeah, well, I definitely think of when I think about basketball, so knowing we just had President's Day, I think of President Obama. I know he liked to go out there and shoot a few hoops. And I know that you essentially were honored by him. Can you tell us the story about that?
So Barack Obama in 2017 named me one of 2017's most influential people, along with 2 other people, and he tweeted about me. So after that, like a few months later, once 2018 began, I got to meet him, and it was actually a surprise. It was a really cool event. I got to talk to him for a little bit, shake his hand. Probably one of the best days of my life, really. And I got to just see how he moves, and he's really tall. He seems way taller than what they say. I think they say he's 6'1", but he seems way taller. And it's cool to have a kind of something in common with him, because he plays basketball as well, and I've seen him play before, so he's really good.
Wow, that must have been an incredible memory. So incredibly cool. Yes. That's definitely once in a lifetime. I don't even know how many people actually get that. And also because it's Obama and he's amazing. But in terms of the future and where you really see yourself. So 10 years from now, where do you want to be?
10 years from now, um, 10 years from now, I'll be 24. So um, I want to be in the NBA. Probably started a little bit of a career for myself. Still doing my philanthropy work, still helping the community with Project I Am. I would hope to have been started tiny homes, which has been a goal for me for about like 3 years now. So hopefully I started that. And working towards demolishing homelessness, and also just still influencing other young people. Pretty much doing what I'm doing now, but just at a bigger scale.
Wow, I think that sounds pretty aspirational and attainable based on essentially your history. You seem to make it happen. And I know you'd mentioned kind of in there in combating homelessness. So I'd love to hear your thoughts because that's something that we seem to be working on across the country. What do you think?
So in terms of combating homelessness, it's a really hard task, especially since there's so many. Like when you think of the idea of demolishing homelessness, like that is such a wide reach, and it's just a hard concept to grasp. Like demolishing homelessness, like if you really know how many there are, um, you'll think it's impossible. And when I was younger, I used to think it's impossible, and like, what am I doing with these blessing bags? I need to give them houses. I need to go back to that original thought I had. And tiny homes came up, and it was kind of like a solution for me. It was just like a light bulb or something that popped in my head, where I realized that this can be something that can lead to demolishing homelessness.
Oh, that would be excellent. And I know there are a lot of people out there who would love to have a roof over their head, especially hopefully coming out of this pandemic. And in terms of making the full journey out of the pandemic and schooling and getting back to normal, what do you look forward to the most?
Well, when I was asked this question during like quarantine, I would say hanging out with friends. And while that's happened a little bit, I still want it to happen a little bit more because it's just really busy with school and like certain places that you can go. And I would love to be able to just hang out some more and uh, just go out and have fun. Really, that's something I'm looking forward to, and playing more basketball too. I'm looking forward to that.
That would be excellent. I think we'd all like to get out a little bit more and to play in these streets, that's for sure. So, if there are other young people out there who want to get involved, who want to follow in your footsteps, who really want to make change, where can they find out more information?
So you can go to my website, officialprojectim.com. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, Jahkil Jackson, and it's the same on Facebook, I believe. So all the adults out there, no offense. If you want to go on Facebook, it's Official Project I Am actually, and on Instagram is Jahkil Jackson. But yeah, that's all my information.
Fantastic. And I'm sure people are going to have to keep an eye out for your next book. And I hope it does as well as your last book. And thank you so much for all the work that you do and the influence that you have. We really appreciate it, Jahkil.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jahkil Jackson, best-selling author and motivational speaker. Thanks for joining us.